This is Brad Pilon of Eat.Stop.Eat.com, and today I want to talk to you about protein guilt. I'm going to run you by sort of a hypothetical situation here. So imagine you just got out of the gym, you just finished working out, and you remembered you had to be at your friend's house for dinner. So you go to their house for dinner, but instead of serving you, a chicken breast and some broccoli, they decide to give you some pasta. And they give you 100 grams of pasta, mixed with some pasta sauce, about a half cup of pasta sauce, some Parmesan, and some chives. Not only that, but they hit you with some bread too. So right now you have a very, what we would consider, carb-heavy meal, not really suited for after a heavy bodybuilding style workout. But you eat the meal because you want to be polite. But you get home, and after having this meal, you start kind of worrying because you just had your workout, it was a great workout, and obviously it was a carb meal, what about your protein? And you get really worried, you look around your kitchen, so you end up thinking, okay, I'll just have, a cup of milk has about 10 grams of protein, so I'll have 2 cups of milk, 20 grams of protein, perfect, you're fine. This is a perfect example of protein guilt, because in actual fact, this meal here has about 25 grams of protein and about 630 calories. Not really a bad meal. I mean, there's protein in the bread, there's protein in the pasta sauce, of course in the Parmesan cheese, and in the pasta itself. So you're looking at about 25 grams of protein and about 630 calories. A nice meal, actually a perfect post-workout meal. But see, you got the protein guilt kicking in your head, and so you went for the milk. And you added in another 260 calories into your day for some extra protein you probably didn't need. You essentially turned a 630 calorie meal into a 1,000 calorie meal just because you were feeling guilty because you didn't eat enough protein. This protein guilt comes from the idea that there are carb foods and protein foods, which is sort of a wrong way of looking at food. Here's a perfectly good meal, but 25 grams of protein most people would think would be just carbs. So they went for the milk. Instead, just add some protein in. So, perfect example of protein guilt and something to look for when you're dieting, because protein guilt can cause you to overeat. So I'm Brad Pilon for Eat.Stop.Eat.com, and that's protein guilt.